So we're vertically integrated. We're making our own chips. So if you other people that are buying chips in the market in the merchant space are paying somewhere in the order of $10 to $12. We own our chip under $1. So there's a right off the bat a sort of $10 cost advantage. But the other thing that happens, the market bringing product to market has become so competitive and so compressed in time that what a lot of the consumer electronics guys are doing is they're outsourcing a lot of the work to consultants or design houses. And all of those guys have now figured out that instead of asking maybe for $50,000 to do this project, they actually want 1% of the product that gets sold. So everybody wants to get this recurring revenue stream. So as you start looking at the cost structure, not just the bill of materials, but the cost structure of competitive product, we quickly realized that their costs were, essentially the same as their revenues on the product. And we decided we're going to do everything in-house. We're not going to outsource anything. We manufacture in China. We actually run the factory in China. So we design the whole assembly line, all of the test equipment that runs on that line, just to keep the costs as low as possible. Because if you got if there's any hope of making it in consumer electronics, you got to show profit relatively soon in the game.
But you don't own the foundry.
We don't own the chip foundry.
Okay.
We don't own the factory. But what we're trying to do is do things in a way where you're not paying effectively middlemen to broker deals for you or to run some operational aspect of the supply chain.
What's the role of this company from Singapore in this mix?
So when we were looking at manufacturing in China, not so much on the chip side, but when you manufacture goods, you've got to be concerned that some percentage of those goods may not end up in your product supply chain, but may end up somewhere else.
The back door.
The back door.
Yeah.
And so what we decided is that from a cost structure, unfortunately, it's sort of a reality that manufacturing in China is much less expensive than manufacturing in most other parts of the world. But instead of using a Chinese factory, we decided to use a Singaporean factory based in China, as they actually have much stricter laws around intellectual property than even in the U.S.
But doesn't China require that even that Singapore company be a joint venture with a Chinese company?
Nope.
Wow. Okay. All right. Cool. Yes.
Factory is in. Yeah. Yep. So the contract manufacturer, and one of the deals that we cut is we actually gave the Singaporean manufacturer exclusive rights to distribute the product in Hong Kong, Singapore, and Malaysia, which is an interesting market, but far more interesting to them than to us. And so,
that was a nice way to sweeten the deal.
That's right.
That's excellent.
Yep.